In the framework of this first question of online teaching pedagogy, we were invited to develop an online course model focused on a selected topic, design engaging and interactive learning activity, incorporate multimedia elements and assess the outcome effectively. So here is the topic: digital citizenship. The lesson, we are going to use the ADI model. The lesson is directed for the Form 5 students. Here are the learning needs. Here is the learning environment. And here are the learning objectives. We have general objective to equip learner with all the necessary skills that will enable them to be safe online. Here are the specific objectives, and here are the 4 lessons: introduction to digital citizenship, common threats online, best practice to be safe online, design a personal safety plan online. So here are the instructional strategies. Here is my instructional strategy: multimedia learning, video, text, audio, photo, infographic, active learning, discussion, group activities, case study assessment. We have formative and summative assessment. To develop, in the development of our course, we have video on the importance of being safe online, infographic on the data of people victim of cyber attacks, interactive game on based choice scenario based choice. Implementation, the course the course delivery is online. The role of the teacher here is to facilitate the learning activity and facilitate the discussion and monitor the learning activity. The role of the student is to participate to the learning activity and to draw his apply the knowledge in the online situation, the real life situation. Evaluation, we have quizzes, we have summative, we have development of a real life situation, and rationale of for instructional design. This model is clearly aligned with the best practice of online teaching, because we have theories like constructivism, we have multimedia learning, and we have the engaging activities. Here is the full lesson. The first lesson I'm going to present you here, lesson 1. Lesson 1 is introduction to digital citizenship. We've given here the data on we are giving the data here on the digital situation of Cameroon concerning the digital payments, the banking, everything that people are doing online in Cameroon according to Antique. It's a voice over narration, so you can listen.
In Cameroon, the internet serves various purposes.
And now this is here we have the types of cyber attacks in with cyber attack. It's clearly to mention that as the instructional model, the theory we are using here is constructivism. Those lights, they are just here to give an idea of what we are going to discuss with the students. Why? Because when we are showing maybe a slide like this on types of cyber attack, the learner reads the cyber attacks, and now we discuss to know what it is all about. We try to define now the type of cyber, try to give a definition for each cyber attack for the learner to know what it is all about. Here, for example, we have the cartography of the incident reported in 2022 in Cameroon: phishing, scamming, defamation, and so on. This is to show the learner how critical this situation is. And from this part, we are going to sort out the strategies for us to be safe online. Now, to assess the learner, we are using our quiz tool, a plugin that I just add called iSpring. We click on quiz. It takes some time. Here we are. So I want to preview what it shall look like, how the learner is going to answer. I click here. It could take some time, but I'm sure it will be well very soon. Here we are. So if I want to answer this quiz, the quiz need to appear first. Okay, the quiz needs to appear first, and now digital citizenship, I can choose my answer like this. I continue. They say it's correct. I continue. Okay, I click here for the next one. I submit. They say it's incorrect. I continue. I click, for example, here. I submit. They say correct. View results. Here we are. I have 6 as score 66.6. That's it for the first question. For the second question here, we are invited to make a research on a specific topic in relation with teaching, online teaching and assessment. So we have decided to work on the assessment of scientific discipline like medicine, how effective this assessment can be online. So we have first introduction. Here we have a literature review. Here this is our research topic. Yes, okay. Here is the research method. We conducted a survey, but before we conduct this survey, we first went at the Yaoundé Faculty of Medicine of Yaoundé, try to discuss, because we wanted to discuss this with people who are in the medical domain. So we chose to discuss with the student at the Faculty of Medicine in Yaoundé. It was not easy to convince them, but we have successfully convinced 17 of them, and we collected data using the survey platform called SurveyMonkey. Here is the data. Here is the finding of what we got there. We clearly noticed that the students say that online courses that can be accessed online, we have something like group discussion, peer review quizzes, laboratory works, because we have now virtual labs. But there are some courses that need to be on the field, like projects, like also things like surgery, things that we have to be in a hospital or any other emergency case. This cannot be accessed online. If they have to, maybe they have to bring a sample of a human being online, something like that, it's not really possible. So the challenge is to be accessed online. They said internet connection, and things are not really concrete. As I was saying, things are not really concrete, and the proposals here are they propose that online teaching shall be associated with work on the field, and also they recommend lecturers doing online teaching to have also in-person sessions with their students. And here we have our literature, our references. That's all for our presentation. We really thank you for